What's up everyone, and welcome to Talisman Ascension. In this video, I'm going to show you how the beginning of the game works, explain all the available classes, movement, interface basics, and also the best way to level up when starting on the server. Right here on the character selection screen, we already have all 7 available classes. Each class has its own completely different playstyle, so it's really important to choose based on the kind of gameplay you enjoy the most. Starting with the Monk. The Monk is a male-only class focused on close-range combat, fast attacks, and sustain. It's a really solid choice for players who enjoy staying aggressive and constantly pressuring enemies at melee range. The class has great mobility and performs very well during the early stages of the game. Next we have the Wizard. The Wizard can be created as either male or female. This class is fully focused on magical damage and has one of the highest area damage potentials in the game. So if you enjoy farming large groups of monsters and dealing massive burst damage, Wizard is definitely one of the best options. Of course, because of that, positioning and timing become very important while playing. Now let's talk about the Assassin. The Assassin is a male-only class focused on critical damage, attack speed, and burst damage. It's an extremely fast and aggressive class, very strong for both PvP and single-target hunting. If you enjoy fast-paced gameplay with high damage potential, you'll probably love Assassin. Next we have the Fairy. The Fairy is a female-only class focused more on support and magic utility. It has healing, sustain, crowd control, and support abilities that become extremely useful during party content and group activities. Even though it's considered more of a support class, it can still level very efficiently, depending on the build you choose. Now we have the Tamer. The Tamer can be created as male or female. This class has a very unique playstyle, focused around summons and companion creatures that help during combat. It's a great choice for players who enjoy strategic gameplay, map control, and PvE progression. The class also brings a lot of utility during farming and party situations. Next, we have the Exorcist. The Exorcist is a male-only class that mixes magical damage with a more durable combat style. It focuses heavily on debuffs, damage over time, and control abilities. Overall, it's a very balanced and versatile class, performing well in both PvE and PvP situations. And finally, we have the Spirit Fox. The Spirit Fox is a female-only class. It's a very agile magical support class that uses fans and umbrellas as weapons. Its gameplay is fast, stylish, and heavily focused on mobility, magical damage, and support abilities. There is also an important requirement for creating this class. Spirit Fox can only be created on accounts with more than 50 hours played, or for players who are Donator level 2. So if the class is still locked for you, that's the reason why. After choosing your class and creating your character, we can finally log into the game. As soon as you enter the world, one of the first things you'll notice is how smooth and responsive the server feels. Now let's quickly go over the game interface. Here we have the skill bar, inventory, minimap, character information, chat window, and all the main server menus. Everything feels much cleaner, more organized, and easier to navigate. Now moving into character movement. You can move using left mouse clicks, just like the original Talisman. But you can also move using Shift together with W, A, S, and D. Camera movement also works exactly like the original game by holding the right mouse button. So for players who already played Classic Talisman, adapting to the controls feels extremely natural. Now let's talk about leveling. Unlike many servers where you spend hours grinding the same monsters over and over again, here the fastest and most efficient way to level up is through quests and tasks. That's personally the progression path I recommend the most. Not only do you gain experience much faster, but you also receive important progression resources while completing missions. So during your early game progression, Focusing on quests is definitely the best option. And now, let's start our very first quest to show how the early progression works in practice here on Talisman Ascension.